Hello and welcome everyone. This is John RMS, aka AceBullion here, and today I have an explosive video for you. Yes, that's right, I'm back with more coin reviews. Now, don't worry, obviously there hasn't been any issues. It was just the fact that, well, there was no coins to review. And that was kind of a sad moment for a little while. But we improvised, we got through it. So today's video is brought to you by none other than Silver Trader. And also thank you to all of my members down below. Make sure that you check out the description to see obviously who's supporting AceBullion, and also the end video there where I'll put a couple of recommended links that hopefully you will enjoy as well. So with that being said, let's crack on. Now, what do I have in store for you today? Well, I have something super cool. So, this was a coin I already featured. Yep, that's right. That's a coin that I've already featured. And it probably comes as no surprise to you whatsoever that this one here is a 2019 coin. And it's been in my safe. It's been in one of my wooden boxes, and I've been proudly displaying it. And what is it? Well, it's the Geiger giraffe, first in the series. So, World Wildlife series. And this is really, really cool. Now, a lot of these coins from Geiger always have the same issues. And the same issues being are that they tend to have scratches or occasionally milk marks from time to time. So, it's something to be aware of. Geiger do produce amazing and awesome coins in my personal view. This is why I own this one. And if we take a look at it, I think, dare I say, yeah, my own coin is starting to have a little bit of a mark there. Now, oh well. Normally I would just melt it down, but I'm collecting the series, so that is where we stand. And it's something that's a lot of fun. So I always like to have a series on the go, and quite frankly, I have quite a lot. So the Silver Trader sent me 2 new coins. Obviously, you're going to see the new release here, which is 2020. But he also sent me the, I'm trying to think of his name right now. It's from the Lion King. It's Simba, and there's, I can't remember what the 8 monkey is, but I will do that, find out later. But that video is coming on Wednesday, so stay tuned because I do all the videos as they come. But that's another one to look out for, and it is another coin that I'm gonna have to have. So sadly, this coin and that coin that I will be reviewing, regardless, because I always say Disney sells, will be, well, stuck with me, I'm afraid. So here is number 2 in the series, and of course you can see here 1 ounce, 4 nines, 20 francs, and if we take a look back on the first one, 1 ounce, 4 nines, 20 francs, 2019, 2020. Now the rear of the design has not changed at all. Nothing notable that I can see, apart from the date. Now that's fine. I don't have a problem with that, because this is obviously, you know, a standard die that they're going to use. They're just going to change that number around. That's cool. I get it. I like it. Now we come over here and we have a reeded edge, which again is just, well, it's coin-like, right? It's 20 francs. It's legal tender. But here is the new wildlife icon. And of course it is a, what I think is a humpback whale. And it is truly, truly beautiful. I like the world map down below. I like this map finish where it says World's Wildlife. I love the ocean scene here. They've done it perfectly, in my view at least. Because when you're out at sea, you're taking a look and you're looking, the water is never just flat. I mean, if you get water that's really flat, start battening down your hatches, folks, because there is most likely a storm coming, and it's going to be coming very hard. Anyone who, you know, has been on a boat at sea will definitely tell you that. But look at this. It is a beautiful, beautiful scene. You can see here the whale is having a lot of fun. We're jumping out of the water, splashing. They've captured just enough water coming off. It says the whale. Yeah. I'm sorry. You know, that would be my type of naming of a coin. The whale, the giraffe, the monkey. Perhaps, you know, they could put a little bit more thought into, you know, what whale it was. But, you know, hey, I think we can tell from this, the features on the whale itself, what type of creature it is. The only thing I will say is that the clouds do look a little bit cartoonish. When they did the previous version, it was a little bit more realistic, especially with the trees and, you know, the surrounding grass. And they left a lot open. Here they left a little bit open, but kind of a bit of cartoonish clouds. And let's zoom in a little bit more. I say a little bit. Let's zoom in a lot more on this whale here. And just take a look. No, these aren't marks on the coins or anything. These are design bits. You can see the eye there on the whale. You can see the water splashing down as it's coming for its backdrop. You can see its underbelly here. The whale, of course, is inverted as it's basically doing a backdrop or reverse belly flop, if you like. Now, they could have had a number of, you know, things going for it, and I'm glad they didn't do it. Usually whales travel in packs. They're not solitary creatures. And the same goes with the giraffe, obviously, you know. But one of the things that I would say, you know, would have been nice with maybe having a tail out, you know. But there's so many different things they could have done for the whale. And I'm just glad that what we see is what we're going to get. So that's super, super cool. And it's really important, of course, to feature these animals, to showcase them, and, you know, who knows how long they're going to be around for. Sadly, that's a real kicker. From this angle here, it actually quite looks a lot like the lunar series for the Neil Armstrong and the Apollo. As I'm, you know, zoomed in fairly close to do so. But the whale itself is a beautiful coin in my, you know, honest view. And as I said, it is something that I'm going to be buying. So it's going to be put off to one side. I mean, look at this. You can see how reflective it is, because you can see my fingerprints reflecting directly off of, you know, the side of the coin there. So your thoughts, your opinions are appreciated, of course, as always. I'd love to know what you have to say about them. I think that this coin is remarkable. Yes, it is an absolute shame about things, you know, that may or may not happen to a coin, such as, you know, a little bit of milking or whatever. Geiger are just notorious for that, I'm afraid. I mean, it's one of the off-putting parts of Geiger, but they just don't seem to have mastered it. They've gotten better, but they haven't mastered it yet. And I don't know, someone perhaps may have grabbed their old batch of cleaning fluid or something, but yeah, there we go. I thought actually that was a milk spot, but then I've seen that there's actually a replica there. But it's okay. As I said, it doesn't really phase me out at this point. I know silver is extremely high in value right now. There is a, you know, a premium to this coin. It is Geiger after all, so Geiger has a huge following. We got Justice, Pace, And I'm not even going to try to pronounce, you know, I'm just going to kill myself by saying how many times I'm going to name something there. But yeah, look at that leopard. I love it. Really nice. And I love the spear. And of course the sword. This is one of the blades. But yeah, it is gorgeous. It is what it is, quite frankly, as a lot of people say. Now, do I think that there's going to be a huge return? You know what? That's not my place to say. You know, as I said, Geiger sells continually, and the longer that you have a Geiger piece, regardless if it gets toned, if it gets milked up, you will just be able to sell it. It's ridiculous. Geiger sells, plain and simple. It has done. Once the name's associated with it, that's it. Another note to say is that this is limited to 30,000, which is not a massive, like a low number to have. I would have liked to have seen this at a 20,000 range for mintage, but right now I could understand why companies are doing it, and that's something obviously that we need to, you know, just address. One of the other features that I would like to say on this video, in fact, let's get these in the right order. So we got the first edition and the second, well, first release and the second release, both here in the Wildlife series, World's Wildlife, is that you will notice a lot of coin manufacturers now putting out 2021. Now, my thoughts on this one are very, very clear. I think what they're doing is, A, they're trying to compete to see who can get their coins out first and to the dealers. But also, of course, they're taking advantage right now of the market. So while silver is really high, let's put out a number of things. And what you probably will find is that there's going to be some coins here that I will feature that may or may not just be what I call pushing of silver. Now, I don't have an issue where this here was released, you know, and long in the making before the silver prices spiked. I get that. That's why I collect it regardless. This, of course, is to follow, and that's fine. They've done it through a year, so that's even better. And the prices are actually fairly competitive and quite low. So that's another bonus right now. Although, yes, there is still a premium on it compared to a lot of other, quote, premium coins. It is fairly low. And that's something, of course, to, you know, take into consideration. Now, when I do the video on Wednesday, where, of course, it's Disney, I'm going to be very pumped up. I'm going to be even more pumped up than I really am right now, because I love Disney. Buy Disney, guys. Buy anything. And if you haven't already, you can still pick the giraffe up, and you can still pick up, obviously, this is a brand new release, so you can still pick both of these up. I recommend you start your set regardless if you are interested in having the Wildlife series. I love the fact that we have land, we have sea, God knows what we're going to have next. I am just looking forward to seeing how many there's going to be in the set in total, and what other, you know, mammals are, you know, are actually going to be there. Yes, I did say mammal because the whale is a mammal, not a fish. There you go. So, anyway, with that being said, thank you very much for your support. Please make sure you check out the description down below. You're going to find the link to the Silver Trader, to myself, to all of my sponsors, supporters, sorry, shall I say, of the video. And again, have a super fantastic day wherever you may be. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate all of it. Your time means, you know, an awful lot to me. So thank you very much. Be safe. Enjoy.